Good afternoon, everyone. I want to first join the Knight family in welcoming you to St. Joseph's Catholic School. Like Mr. Kaiser said, my name is David Estes. I'm a senior at Clemson University. I'm a member of the St. Joseph's class of 2012. 9 years ago, my family and I were in the same position as all of you. I was an 8th grader at Our Lady of the Rosary Catholic School, and I was struggling to decide where I was going to attend high school. I was torn between following many of my friends by going to public high school, or in continuing my Catholic education by attending St. Joseph's. Fast forwarding back to the present, I cannot express to you how thankful I am that I chose the road less traveled and decided to attend St. Joseph's. It truly was a 4-year experience for me. I call it an experience because that is truly what it was. A 4-year experience that has enabled me to live my dream and has helped shape me into the young man I am today. Growing up in Greenville, to the son of 2 Clemson graduates and the grandson of another, it was always a dream of mine to go to Clemson and to play football for the Tigers. In 2014, I was blessed with the opportunity to participate in a semester-long tryout for the opportunity to walk onto the Clemson football team as a long snapper. It was a nerve-wracking and stressful semester, but through perseverance, an unwavering work ethic, and a lot of prayer, I earned a spot on the Clemson football team, and my dream had come true. Despite living the dream, things did not get any easier or less stressful after making the team. During my first 2 seasons on the team, I saw action in some games, but I was primarily a backup. But nonetheless, I found a way to contribute off the field by earning the highest GPA on the team in 2014 and the highest GPA in the junior class in 2015. Because of this, my dad jokingly coined my roles on the team during those seasons as the team GPA booster and the high-five guy for the players as they ran off the field. However, my role on the team drastically changed last December when our starting long snapper was sidelined during the ACC championship game with a concussion, and I was the next man up. Despite the anxiety that seemed overwhelming at the time, I trusted in my preparation and I trusted in God. Snapping 3 extra points, 1 field goal, and 1 punt, I executed my job to where no one noticed that I replaced the starter in the second half. To be honest, having been overwhelmed with a variety of different emotions, that night is still a bit of a blur to me. Despite the fuzziness surrounding that night, there are 3 things that I'll always remember. The first is when Coach Sweeney was excitedly yelling at me after my first extra point snap, "How's it feel to play in the ACC championship game?" And me being speechless, only managing to just nod and just run back off the field. The second is the emotional conversation and embrace that I shared with my family after the game was over. And the third were the numerous rosaries that I prayed during that second half. Because of my performance in the ACC championship game, my academic performance, and my leadership on and off the field, Coach Sweeney awarded me a full scholarship for the spring 2016 semester, and I positioned myself to be the starter for the 2016 season. So you may be asking yourselves, why am I telling you all this, and what does this have to do with St. Joseph's Open House? I tell you that this story has everything to do with St. Joseph's. I firmly believe that none of this would have been possible without my St. Joseph's experience. I've seen the lessons that I learned at St. Joseph's come into play throughout my college career, especially during my time on the football team. When I've been in classes that are very challenging and require extraordinary effort, I felt prepared because of the challenging curriculum and the top-notch teachers that I had at St. Joseph's. When it's Monday, and I know I have practice every day that week, a presentation due the next day, and 2 exams later in the week, I don't panic because I trusted the time management skills that I learned at St. Joseph's. When I'm stressed or feel overwhelmed by school, football, or just college life in general, I rely on my strong faith to overcome the obstacles, a faith that was fortified at St. Joseph's. I hope you all can see the common theme here, that this school has had an immeasurable impact on my life. I promise you, if you make the decision to attend St. Joseph's and truly buy into all this school has to offer, I guarantee that it will have the same impact on you. Yes, you will have an amazing high school experience. Yes, you will be prepared for college. Most importantly, you will be equipped with the tools that will help you overcome challenges throughout your life. My hope is that each of you, parents and students, will choose to take part in the St. Joseph's experience and see firsthand all this wonderful place has to offer you. Thank you all for letting me come speak to you today. God bless, and go Knights.